lot of other crimes by his ex-girlfriend Cassie in a huge lawsuit that details the disturbing claims.
Diddy found himself entangled in fresh controversy with his ex-girlfriend Cassie, leveling serious accusations against him, including attempted R and SA. As he grapples with these new allegations, attention has turned to his past cases, particularly the one surrounding the death of Kim Porter. Recent reports suggest that Kim Porter's twins are now confronting Diddy regarding their mother's tragic demise. Persistent conspiracy theories surrounding Diddy's alleged involvement in Kim Porter's death have circulated for quite some time. Adding a new layer of complexity, even Diddy's own daughters are now raising questions about their mother's untimely passing. In an unexpected twist, the twins' nanny has filed a lawsuit against Puffy, citing wrongful termination after being fired by Diddy for being pregnant out of wedlock. Business mogul Diddy is currently facing intense scrutiny over suspicions of his involvement in the death of his ex-girlfriend and mother of his child, Kim Porter.
47-year-old Porter's body found after a desperate call to 911. The entertainment world mourning her passing at only 47.
Adding to the controversy, Diddy has recently terminated the employment of the nanny, who shared a close bond with his daughters. Sources, choosing to remain anonymous, have reached out to a YouTuber via email to share information, emphasizing the need to protect their identity. The explosive email reads,
"These twin girls having questions about the passing of their mother. So to make a long story short, they don't believe their mother passed away from pneumonia."
The email not only disclosed the termination, but also provided insight into the reason behind the nanny's dismissal. Apparently, the twins and the nanny were delving into the investigation of Kim's death, prompting a panicked response from Diddy, leading to the abrupt termination of the nanny.
Diddy has seen a sudden change in the demeanor of the twins since the nanny was put in place, which caused him to interrogate the twins, and they ultimately asked him what really happened to mommy.
Reports suggest that Diddy's decision to terminate the nanny was driven by a heightened sense of anxiety, stemming from concerns that the nanny and the twins were getting too close to uncovering the truth behind his ex's tragic demise. The nanny, who had the well-being of the twins at the forefront of her actions, has now identified herself as Jane Roe and taken legal action against the father, filing a lawsuit for wrongful termination. In an unexpected twist, it has come to light that the nanny is, in fact, a niece of the deceased model, adding a familial connection to the already complex situation. Moreover, the nanny was apparently the first one to discover Kim's death. It has come to light that the nanny in question was, in fact, a family member. On November 15, 2018, after dropping off Porter's twins at school, Kim's niece returned home to Toluca Lake, California. It was there that she made the harrowing discovery of Porter's lifeless body in the master bedroom, confirming the tragic loss.
The nanny was fired as a result. It's all over the blogs. The nanny did not get fired for what they are saying she got fired for.
Now, the one filing the lawsuit against Diddy is not just an ordinary nanny, but Kim's own niece. The unfolding situation indeed shrouds the truth in secrecy. Shedding light on her perspective, the nanny reveals that following Porter's death, Diddy asked her to relocate to his mansion and take on the full-time responsibility of caring for his twins. According to her, she was responsible for the twins' 24/7 care. The nanny asserts that Diddy reacted with anger upon learning about her pregnancy in August 2020, expressing extreme displeasure. Subsequently, when she communicated her intention to take maternity leave, Diddy, allegedly infuriated, terminated her employment just before the commencement of her leave. She claims she was told her situation purportedly set a bad example for Diddy's girls because she was unwed and pregnant. The situation takes on an ironic twist, given that the statement about pregnancy-related termination comes from someone who is the father of 7 children without any legal marriage, with a history that adds an extra layer of irony to his commentary. Moreover, it has been confirmed through legal documents obtained by TMZ that the nanny is indeed suing Diddy. The basis of the lawsuit is Diddy's alleged unjust termination of her employment, despite her claims that she performed her duties exceptionally well. But this fact is denied by the spokesperson for Diddy. He said, quote, "This lawsuit is a meritless shakedown to extort money from Mr. Combs. Raven is not the niece of Kim Porter as she falsely alleges, nor is there any legal basis for this case to be filed under the anonymity as a Jane Doe. Raven was a part-time babysitter to the twins, who Mr. Combs kept on the job back in 2018 to provide continuity for the twins following the untimely death of their mother. Mr. Combs graciously permitted Raven to live in his home with her son and treated them them like family. Her babysitting services were always intended to be temporary, especially since the girls were getting older and spending most of the day at school. In fact, Raven's transition out of her role was planned and agreed to by her long before she even mentioned that she was pregnant. Mr. Combs will take swift and immediate action to protect his family against these false claims. It's indeed a noteworthy observation that the nanny has willingly disclosed her identity, particularly given the prior efforts to keep it confidential. The fact that she opted to use the same name given by Diddy in the legal proceedings, citing fear of him, adds a layer of complexity to the case. This is what she said in court. Quote, "I am desperate to preserve the privacy she had left, terrified of possible physical harm to her and her minor children, and fearful of further victim shaming, blaming, and retaliation." Diddy's claim in court that the nanny was not fulfilling her job responsibilities further intensifies the conflict. Additionally, if the public warnings directed at the nanny are considered, it indicates a broader scrutiny and potential bias in the public narrative surrounding this legal battle. This girl needs to be careful because we know people tend to end up dead around him when they become a liability. Biggie, when he passed, they weren't seeing eye to eye on